Alfie denying what he said?
Oh, what? I called you a gay cunt? I was like, yeah, you did. Yeah, okay, I'm what?
What, you loaded in?
No, I'm not started yet.
Ready up now.
Alright.
Where are you landing? Wait, shall I coach you? Or should I just let you play?
Try and help me.
Have you got 0 delay time?
I've got decent delay time. It's like 5 seconds, I think.
Yeah. What's your Twitch?
I'm on YouTube, maybe you can.
Aye.
Alright. Let's go retail. I was gonna go reef.
Are you going to work or no? What's this working my laptop and not my monitor? For God's sake.
I want you to watch me spawn, man. See my loot I get from chests, shit.
What loot have you got right now?
I'm still gliding in.
That was a funny one.
What's up? Oi, oi. Bro, you just need to watch all those rooms.
What'd you get?
Got purple.
Let me have it.
What do you mean shadow lamps? You wanna get
No.
bloody hell. Oh no, here it is. Can you make it back away from me now, please? Why is this kid quad rushing? Bro, I really want you to see this. What happens to me? Bro, this kid's such a tryhard. Such a sweat! Fucking man, you're not even watching either.
I can't get on.
Oh, what do you
Can I just play Arena Duo?
Not really. I want to see what you. I'll wait to see what I do.
Oh, it's on. Yeah, I can't watch it.
So,
The only way I can watch it is on my TV, PlayStation.
I will watch one game.
But I'll come back on after. Right up now. Turn torch off.
Already know. bad at this game. Fucking hell, man. These kids are so fucking sweaty. I just got purple pump already. Already. Alright, some kids lives that good, he just blew away after leave behind. This is what's happening. I get grief. I'm not playing the game, man. So bad. Fuck off. Shit. Game's
Bro.
fucking garbage.
Bro,
What?
that kid was dog shit. He just beamed you, RPG'd you, and got. Let me leave and join back with her. All that kid was beamed you. I do some on the 2-2, sorry. Alright, fun. People.
Just fucking, I can't play solos, man. The fucking shot in the back, a mid, go to fight him, have height, fucking shot in the back again.
Mm. What are we doing? I thought it was 2-2.
I was wondering why you ready up.
Oh, cool. Okay. Are you found people?
By the way, you may think that was bad, yeah? That's all that ever happens to me. Like, no cap.
Is that why you don't like solos?
Pretty much.
So unlucky. Have you found kids? No.
Looking, but no one wants to do it.
Because they're scared of us. Because we're way too good.
Oh, I'm so fucking.
Come on. Keep on going.
Wait, man, I'm still fucking looking.
Oh.
See, it's not that, like,
If you go off
I'm bad,
later, I
yeah.
swear.
Like, the kid probably still would have killed me, but still, that's not the point.
The point is that you got third parties, you got being off spawn. Well, not a spawn, sorry.
Oh, that kid.
The first
that
kid that had to go
spawned
pump, yeah. Yeah.
Don't know how I killed him. I genuinely thought I was dead.
Right, right.
2v2 box, no 2v2 zone wars.
I don't mind, whatever.
Message. EU question mark. Add Gallo 1C first to 10. Control C. Poison them.
Is he good?
Oh, how am I fucking know?
I didn't know his name's Sweaty.
Gallo 1C. Not really.
Wait, why is Nalu's name Nalu?
Probably blocked you.
Look, why is his name that?
Oh, he just made it up.
Oh.
Okay, you don't ready up yet. I'm gonna ready up. They should join me. I'm gonna piss. Don't really wait for them to join. Would you invite me? Yeah, I want to send this. Oh, one scene, one girl.
I'm a kitty, kitty, kitty. I'm a cat. If you mess with me, you're gonna get scratched. That's my new favourite emote, by the way. Yo, Sam.
Yo.
You have a nice piss.
Very nice.
Is it refreshing?
Yeah.
Huh?
I said yeah.
How was the piss refreshing? You retard.
Because
Was you
it's
drinking it?
system now. So
Oh, shit.
Brushed off the piss now.
Alright, someone's got their pea head pants on. Galoo, 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 619, your mum into my bed. Oh, we switched. Wait, what?
You started.
What are they doing?
Water mortist.
No. And I'm a kitty, kitty, kitty. I'm a cat. What? Who started it?
Bet you get a black screen. Okay, no.
I blanked him. He was one tap too. Nice. Shut on. Quick shut on. This kid ain't very good. Imagine talking.
What's he playing like a little bomb swear?
Shit, man. It's got like 200 mats. Pixie done. One got me to a Pixie done.
I reckon they can actually.
Huh?
Yeah, they can hear us.
I don't care.
Shit on.
Couldn't care less, man.
I just died to control the
It's dropping with shit on. sweating for 60, bro. I can't do this. I'm so sorry.
Really? 150
What?
from there.
You don't fucking dance on us, kid. You don't dance on us.
Look at his
you
name.
Shit.
Look at this, listen to his voice.
Sound like Nalu.
I actually might leave, bro. His voice. Oh,
It sounds like Nalu, yeah.
Shut up. Well done, I didn't know you sweated in zone, buddy. Bro, you're so trash. Shit on. No, I didn't think you were actually gonna try, so we were playing it easy. You wanna sweat, yeah? You wanna sweat, yeah? Go on, edit that. Yeah, 200. Yeah, shit on.
I'm a kitty.
You're not coming game chat now, are you? Why aren't you in game chat? Bro, why aren't you in game chat? You hit me last round.
sweating on him, yeah?
Doggy.
Oh, you sweating on it, yeah?
You wanna sweat? Sweat. Shit on, bro.
Come on, it's off.
No way. One time.
No, it's not, bro. I'm with you, bro. I've got you, bro. Are we sweating on these kids, yeah?
Yeah. Yo, this kid badly wants height, you know. To the point where he's willing to waste all his match just so I can't get it. Oh, that's why I don't want these kids to have height, because they spray down. No, you're not coming game chat now, are you? Because it's not my fault. The round you won, I wasn't trying, was it? Why aren't you coming game chat now? It's because you got shit on, quick. Yeah, that's awful. I don't die into 2 controller players.
Love and 1 console kid.
You're good in there. You can't get higher than controller player. You have to shoot down. Get clapped, bro. 200 pumps. I got 2 fish.
Awesome.
Get 200 pumped, bro.
I'm a kitty. You're carrying me.
Bro, you can leave now if you want. Like, you know, I know you said first to 10, but if you're getting a bit stressed because you're getting clapped by controller players, you're allowed to leave. It's fine by me.
You're carrying
I'm
me so hard.
streaming this as well, I forgot. Oh dear.
Wait, have you got a 950 GTX? No, yeah, have you got a GTX 950?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, don't try and bloom battle a controller player. Lesson learned, yeah?
got healed. Right now.
Oh, of course, man. Why did they both rush me? I hit one of them for 100 and they both pushed me. Pop your slow. I swear to God, if they come to game chat after this, I'm actually childish. Oh, they're typing out against a solo. You guys are actually peaking, man. You have to try this card to beat a solo. You have to try that card to beat a solo. It's a solo. It was a solo.
Look, kid, but I'll do that.
You 2v1 the solo. Well done.
Sort your English out, you absolute mom.
Bro, you 2v1 the solo.
You're definitely on lockdown right now.
Man's not allowed to leave his gap, you know.
You're on lockdown, big man.
Bro, are your doors locked? Can you not leave?
Man, get 55. Oh, he definitely left his house trying to get some.
Mic is so bad, I can't hear.
Bro, it's
Big man,
14.
sure.
Mic is trash, I can't hear you.
Your mum
My
is
mic's
shit, I can't hear you.
Say that. Just because my mic's trash doesn't mean I'm trash.
I don't get why everyone says your
Instead
mum's
of
trash.
playing
What
Xbox,
in
play a new
fact?
Your mic's worse. Your mic's worse.
You genuinely sound like Peter Griffin.
Bro, why are you talking? Bro, man said he's talking.
But your mic is so bad, I can't hear you.
Your mum is so fat I can shag her.
No, it's not.
Your mic is so much worse. You sound like a robot. Genuinely.
Okay, you sound like a duck.
You sound like a robot. Listen to it. Like, listen
sound like
to
a
it.
duck.
Duck.
You sound like you're sitting in a tunnel.
Yeah, I am actually. I've got cancer. You want to take this again?
You're on lockdown. Now we're on lockdown, bro.
But is that what you do? Shoot down the solo? Yeah? Man said he's shooting down a solo, yeah? You're bad. Trash, dog players, why'd you get 2v1? I'm leaving, I'm actually leaving after that.
No,
I
don't
can't
please,
play.
I wanna play. No,
Bro, these kids
please.
are trash though.
Please, I need to warm up. Yeah, exactly, I need to warm
Oh
up.
yeah, we
on
need to
him.
warm up, yeah, okay. Bro, you're a dog. No, I'm not racing.
No, we're not leaving.
I wanted to leave because
Yeah,
of how bad you
nerd.
are.
Why you say you're gonna leave?
What? Because I wanted to leave because of how bad you guys are. It's a waste of my time. How are you losing a 2v1?
Bro, how are you manning one Seahawk?
Now my teammate wants to use you as a warm up, so I'm not gonna leave.
Yeah, dude, you don't, big man.
Doggy player.
You're a kitty. Your dad's left. You're a kitty.
Your dad's got corona. He's not allowed to leave. He left anyway. That's how much you don't care. Oh, that's falling low ground. I walked into
If I was you, oi, Gala, if I was you, yeah, I'd start doing wages, pay for that fine when you leave your house.
Why?
You know, your dad's got clapped, shut up.
So shut up.
Your dad's got clapped, shut up.
Bro, what is the score? Like, can you say the score?
Can you just read the score up, please?
Yo, man shot me down in the zone wall. Yo, is that a skill duel? You run away and just shoot us down. Pickaxe him, he's 1 HP.
I'm not hurt, by the way.
They're both cracked one. White's cracked.
He trapped me in storm. He trapped me in storm.
White's cracked. We should just run.
I got trapped in storm.
Oh, you're doing that, yeah?
Don't know why I can't play against these kids.
You don't want to rush me, right? Because you're going to get shit on. Oh, you popped more meds. Is that how bad you are?
You're so bad.
It was a 2v1. It was
It's
a
literally
2.
6-3, big man.
How are you going to say you had 0 mats when you're sitting on height above me?
Big man, it's 6-3 anyway, bro.
Bro, these kids are
every single
toxic
round
even
because
though
I'm
they're
dog.
losing, that's the thing. Ah, shut up. You don't even go to school. Your mum can't afford it. You have to go fetch dirty water every day. Why are you still talking to me?
What did you say?
Yeah,
I
your
can't
mum
hear
can't...
because your mic is so quiet.
Your mic sounds like you're a robot. That's probably because you've got your
At
fucking...
least you can hear me.
What the thing?
Do you wanna know why you can't hear me? You've probably got your voice chat volume turned down. Because you sit in your sweaty little Discord in a zone box. Because you're a child.
Yeah, shut
Your mum's
Whoever-
on lockdown, bro.
Whoever the dynamo
Why
is
talk
so
about my mum?
bad. Your mum don't love you.
Oh shit. 3-year-old.
Your mum don't love you. Your mum literally don't love you. Genuinely.
Imagine
Your mum's
copying Mongrel set off.
You mean cheese?
Your mum's fat. Your mum's overweight. Why are you still talking?
Why you talk about her?
Your mum's overweight.
That's the only thing you can
Your
say.
mum lives on benefits. So do you. You're
I
fat
don't
as
care
well.
what you say.
You're shit. You're garbage. You sweat this game every day and you're bad. You own a PC and you're dying to a PS4 player. Like, imagine. How bad can? Like, how bad does it get? How bad does it get? What, you gonna blame on aim assist? Says why I've got height
That's the
on you
only thing
again.
you can kill us with is aim.
Yeah, but why
Big
am I
man,
on height
mouse.
again? Why am I on height again though?
Just
Yeah, but why am I on height again?
I'm backing out. I just shut me down.
Why am I on height again?
GG, man.
What do you mean, GG, bro? You're literally Spanish and your mom has clap.
Oh my god. You
Oh my
didn't
god.
swear like that when you're 3 years old.
You called me free. No, listen to your
Bro,
voice. You're a girl, aren't
a
you?
lie.
You're a girl. You're a girl. Please tell me you're a girl.
Are
If
you
you're
a
not a
girl?
girl, please tell me you're a girl. Just please. If you're not a girl, you're 5. That's the thing. You're either a 15-year-old girl.
Someone backed out, by the way.
So, kids are garbage. Look at the score. These kids are actually garbage. 7-4.
Oh, your team left.
Yeah, because we just clapped you.
Why you rage?
Rage. How did we
Rage
rage?
because
We
one was
beat.
winning.
And
No.
it's up to 10 and you leave.
Okay, say we're
Your
rage.
mum's got
Do you wanna know-
ligma.
I left because you're
Oh
bad.
my god.
Say,
Oh my
You're
god. What
fucking
the?
3.
I left because you're bad. There's no point playing against you, is there? Trash cans. You're literally garbage players. Don't play the game. Please, just stop playing the game. Just delete the game, uninstall or something. Just stop playing. See, this is my issue. It's kids like that have PCs that don't deserve it. Like, they're garbage.
I
They
deserve
have a
PC.
Yeah, you do. Oh, I've got a fucking headache again, man. I'm gonna stare at this.
Want to do some 1v1s?
Oh, sure. Fucking head's killing, man.
Yes, same. Probably had a late night last night.
Oh, can we watch some YouTube for half an hour? I'll keep my mic on so you can hear me. Oh, you can't even do anything.
I-
Actually, wait. Can you play some solo arena or something? I'll just sit out.
I might play solo squad.
Alright. I'm taking the mic off. I can hear you, but. Oh.
Actually, no. I might go on YouTube for a bit and then just come back on in half an hour.
Alright, message
I'm on my chair, so I won't fall asleep.
Oh, you can't even message me. Let's go, can you?
Huh?
Hey, wait. You should join my lobby when you want to play, alright? I'll keep my mic on. Well, I'll keep it.
Right, can you get on public too?
Basically, if I'm not here, yeah, when you join my lobby, just blow into the mic. And if I don't come to the mic, it's because I'm downstairs and I'll be back up in a minute.
Alright, that's it. I'm a kitty.
Your dad's
I'm a
alright.
cat.
We know you like cheap keyboards because we've made this video before and you liked it. But look at that wrinkleless face and discontinued merch. That was over 3 years ago. So today, we're gonna look at 8 of the top keyboards from Amazon.com for under 20 bucks. You know what hasn't changed in the last 3 years? My segues. Glasswire lets you instantly see your current and past network activity, detect malware, and block badly behaving apps on your PC or Android device. Use offer code Linus to get 25% off Glasswire at the link in the video description. First up, the unfortunately named RK100 Plus for around $17 US. It's a 10-key keyboard, that is to say that it does in fact have a numpad with slim bezels, rounded corners, and a box that's impossible to get the sleeve off of. There we go. And it's got RGB lighting, or that is to say it looks like it has RGB lighting. It's actually just multiple single color LEDs giving you an RGB aesthetic. You can adjust the lights through 4 brightness levels, and as for effects, they're static or breathing, but there's not actually that many LEDs under the keys, so the illumination isn't very even. The typing experience also isn't great. The board's low 600-gram weight and mushy membrane switches are bad enough, although they do have a tactile bump for that mechanical feel. Then, the egregious levels of deck flex take it to another level of suck. This keyboard actually manages to compress in the middle as you type. The problem is that it's all plastic without a metal face or a metal backplate to give it a nice rigid base for you to type against. The keys themselves are clear painted plastic, which lets them use negative space to let the LED light shine through the legend. But the problem is that these types of keys can have a chalky, almost gritty feel and a tendency to wear off after just a few months of use. Also, apparently the white is really good at picking up dirt or makeup. Too bad it can't pick up something nice, like this garment from lttstore.com. Still, the gamery but easy to read legend, secondary media keys on the F-row, splash-proofing drainage holes, and adjustable feet make the RK100 Plus an acceptable baseline at this price point. Or do they? A challenger approaches. We ordered the NPET G20 for $14.99, but what we got is actually the NPET G11, which honestly doesn't seem to really matter. They look about the same. The superior build quality of this board compared to the last contestant is immediately apparent. The plastic looks and feels more quality. The switches are a bit less mushy, especially the arrow keys for some reason. And it's got more reassuring heft to it, despite being a 10-keyless design without the number pad. It too has the RG wannabe color scheme thing going on here, with 4 brightness levels this time, but it actually has 3 different variants of it, so you can pick your favorite. That is, unless you want to use the breathing effect. That cycles between all 3 of them for some reason. The keycaps have a more corporate legend that's easier to read, but might make you lose some Fortnite street cred, and makes it so the backlight doesn't shine as brightly through the numeric and the F keys whose symbols are smaller. You've still got to worry about the paint wearing off the keycaps, but at least they're contoured for a nicer typing experience. The legs have rubber feet on them, and the LEDs automatically turn off after 10 minutes of inactivity. This thing is a pretty good value. But, woo! The styling and higher quality cardboard of this next box gives me confidence. This is the DB Power K928 for $19.90. Hey, hold on a second. This is the same keyboard as the first one. It's just black. And now that I think about it, this is the same keyboard that was in a roundup from 3 years ago. Wait, what if this one's the same? No! These are all the same. Yes, my friends, 4 of our 8 keyboards obviously came from exactly the same factory. Wow, that's just great. That means all of them are gonna have the same deck flex, poor switch feel, and paint overspray on their keycaps as the first one. But that actually doesn't mean that they are exactly the same. The DB Power here has a braided cable, weighs almost 70 grams more, somehow, and has 3 LED color options, though it defaults to red on maximum brightness every time you plug it in, and if you want the breathing effect, it has to cycle through all 3. But, hey, at least it's got a 2-year warranty, except the inside of the box and the website both say 1 year and, wait, exclusive offers. Invites to sales event? That's not a warranty. This is marketing. Oh, you. As for the Mafiti, wow, this one feels even flimsier somehow. This one hits the features to price sweet spot though. That is, unless you think the DB Power's braided cable is worth an extra $3. For $24, you can also get the blue finger combo. I take it back, it was the same flimsiness. This one includes the keyboard, a blue finger mouse, and even a cloth type mouse pad. Now, I'm not sure that I would recommend it. The board is lighter than its cousins. It has the European style enter key, which can be very annoying if you're not used to it. And instead of giving it a dedicated lighting key like the other ones, they mapped it to scroll lock, except it's not like function and scroll lock, it's just scroll lock. I mean, yeah, people barely ever use the scroll lock, but mapping 2 functions to 1 key is generally a pretty bad time. And the funny thing is they went ahead and they did that on the mouse again. So it's the same button that changes the DPI and the color of the LED, which is fine if you look at your mouse to remember what DPI setting you're on and you want to be able to tell quickly, but it just means less configurability if you were trying to like make your whole desk setup match or something. Now, I would excuse that if this were a good mouse, but it's not. Thankfully, at least the mouse pad is exquisite. Exquisitely ripping off Bloody Gaming's bloody hand thing. If you're looking for a combo, I'd say you're better off going for the RK900 Plus combo. It's the same price, and it actually does not include a mouse pad, but it's just better in every other possible way. Oh wow, I have made a mess. It's the heaviest board of the bunch with the least deck flex. It's got dedicated media buttons up top, and curiously on the function row as well, LOL, along with drainage holes, legs, a braided cable, and an integrated wrist rest. The lights can be breathing or static through 6 brightness levels, but while the manual and apparently other customers indicate that you can cycle through multiple colors, ours doesn't seem to have any way to do that. As for the mouse, it too has a braided cable, although it doesn't match the keyboards for some reason. It's got nice tactile clicks. It's got 8 buttons and a soft touch rubber finish. It's probably best suited for larger hands, and I think ours might have a light out because it's not very consistently lit, but it is a nice inclusion considering you're only paying a couple extra bucks for it. Next up, we have the Perix Periboard 317 Value Creator. This one was designed in Germany. Ooh. And made in China. I'm gonna call this one the Boomer Board. It's got a huge readable legend, a simple white backlight that goes on and off, and is this on? Wow, it's really dim. And it's got all the keys you're used to with none that you're not. It's only 500 grams, it's bendy, it's mushy, and the too short cord terminates in a USB plug that's easy to remove but fights you on the way in somehow. Basically, I don't recommend this one. Bringing us finally to the Rush RK303. Now, ours has Turkish writing on the box, so I guess it shouldn't be a surprise that it features a European ISO layout and some extra symbols on the keys. It apparently has a compact design ideal for shooter games, despite looking like a regular old keyboard to me. It's got no legs, and apparently it breaks if you rage. But hey, it does have a smashing looking gray cable and an integrated wrist rest. So I guess compared to the rest of them, it's fine, I guess. My official recommendation out of these boards then is the NPET G11, where'd it go? Here it is. If you don't mind a 10 keyless, which leaves you more room for your mouse and gives you a more ergonomic stance for gaming, or if you do need a numpad, I would actually go with, where'd it go? Here it is. The RK900 Plus, which is decent enough and also comes with what I would consider to be basically a free grade mouse. That is to say, sometimes it comes with that, sometimes it doesn't. You know what comes with our videos though? Every time? Segues to sponsors like Micro Center. The main Gear Element gaming laptop is available at 25 Micro Center locations, as well as on Amazon. It features an Intel Core i7-9750H processor, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 graphics, 32 gigs of RAM, a 2TB SSD, and if you purchase it at your nearest Micro Center store, you can save an additional $100. Check out this and other Micro Center specials at the links down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out our previous cheap keyboard roundup, or if you've got some more cash to spare, how about our mid-range keyboard roundup? Your gaming mouse needs an upgrade, but you don't want to spend a fortune on a G Pro wireless or get sucked in with a budget option that overpromises and underdelivers. Don't worry guys, we got you. Every option in this roundup has seen the $30 to $50 price range on Amazon in the last couple of months, and we've taken the time to see which ones ain't worth Monterey Jack and which ones are a Gouda choice. Those are some pretty cheesy jokes. Just like my segues to our sponsor. Thermal Grizzly's Conductonaut liquid metal thermal interface material offers maximum cooling performance. Check it out and keep things cool at the link in the video description. At just over $49, Logitech's G305 wireless may be small, but it packs a punch. It's got Omron switches all around, a mechanical button tensioning system that gives it a very satisfying and tactile click. It's got a low-profile scroll wheel that's smooth and accurate, a convenient on-the-fly DPI switch, and all 6 of the buttons are reprogrammable using Logitech's G-Hub software. Sadly, it's got no RGB lighting, but if I had to pick that or the G305's onboard memory to save my profile, I would make the same decision that Logitech's engineers did. When you first pick it up, it honestly feels a little cheap, but part of that is that it weighs just 96 grams. For large hands, it's usable if you choke up on the mouse and use a claw grip, but that could get tiring during an extended play session. As for smaller hands, you're still not going to be palming it, but I had no comfort issues whatsoever. Its textured sides make it easy to pick up in spite of its lack of rubberized grips, and the thumb buttons are perfectly positioned. Out of the way until you need them. The biggest selling points of the G305 wireless, though, are Logitech's aptly named Hero sensor, giving this mouse very accurate and very fast tracking with no inherent acceleration, and Logitech's Lightspeed wireless technology for extremely low latency operation. With a rated battery life of 250 hours off a single AA battery, a dongle compartment, and an on-off switch on the bottom, it's this roundup's most expensive mouse, but it also punches way above its weight class in terms of performance. The Razer Basilisk is a middle ground entrant at $39.99 and 104 grams. Its cord is braided and very flexible. The plastic has a smooth, rough texture to it that feels nice to hold and comes in black, pink, and white, and it's got Razer's own switches, which feel great. No surprise there, though, considering that they're sourcing them from Omron. The 8 programmable buttons can be customized with Razer's Synapse software, and it includes on-the-fly DPI control, along with a DPI clutch for temporarily dropping from your current DPI to a much lower one for precision aiming. You can adjust the height of this button or remove it entirely with the included accessories too. Nice. Now this is another comfortable mouse for large hands with a nice high arch, ribbed rubber sides, and a thumb shelf that makes for a nice secure hold no matter what kind of a grip you use, and Razer's 5G PMW3390 sensor is both fast and accurate. Another neat feature of the Basilisk is its adjustable scroll wheel. So the bottom here has this little tiny dial that will actually change the resistance of the scroll wheel on top. Super cool. There's also a dedicated switch for cycling through the 5 onboard profiles that are available and tastefully applied RGB. 2 great options so far. This is going great. Next up is the Red Dragon M908 Impact RGB. At $32.87, it is terrible. The only redeeming quality of this mouse is the 8-piece weight set that allows you to go from 117 grams all the way up to 139 grams. So as a paperweight, we absolutely love this one. But as a mouse, you could do much better. You should just get a G600 instead. Where's my G600 at? There it is. Now, it is a little heavy and non-adjustably so at 136 grams, but all of the G600's 20 buttons can be reprogrammed with G-Hub and saved to one of the 3 onboard profiles. You get a little bit of RGB customization, and you get on-the-fly DPI switches. Macro kings rejoice. If you have large hands, you're gonna love the spoony experience of holding this one. And somehow, Logitech even still managed to make it comfortable for those of us who are less well endowed. FPS gamers, though, need not apply. We noticed the left, right, and ring, yes, it has 3 clicks, all have relatively long travel distances, and the thumb buttons, while plenty, are a little on the mushy feeling side and they don't give you much feedback. Also, if you pick up the mouse to reposition it on your mouse pad, there is a reasonable chance that you'll misclick a thumb button or the ring button. It uses an older, but still very respectable Avago S9808 sensor, but here's the thing. It may have some drawbacks, but at $33, this is a lot of mouse for the money if you're out to increase your macro game, or even if you just want to use it as a productivity mouse at the office. Our first ambidextrous design of the day, the Razer Lancehead Tournament Edition, is also just $39.99 and just slightly heavier than the Basilisk at 105 grams. So there's so much shared between the two Razer mice so far that we're going to focus on the differences. There's one less memory profile on board, no scroll wheel adjustment, though the wheel does feel pretty good. It's got one more programmable button, and it's available in an extra color, gunmetal. The Lancehead is slightly smaller and symmetrical, so with large hands, it's not as comfortable when palming, but a claw grip is still reasonably comfortable. And as for small hands, well, the size is actually just right for a palm grip, but in practice, it's just not as comfortable in the left or in the right hand. The middle mouse click is a little bit spongy, but we have no performance complaints, making this a solid option for both righties and lefties. HyperX is shining bright with their Pulsefire Surge. Each of its 32 RGB LEDs is individually customizable with their Ingenuity software, which can also be used to reprogram its 6 buttons. The PixArt 3389 sensor is well liked for its fast, accurate tracking, and the Surge also boasts Omron switches, rubberized sides, and on-the-fly DPI switching, all at a svelte 100-gram weight. Now, the mouse can feel a bit back-end heavy when you're lifting it off the table, but the smooth rubber sides do help a fair bit as long as you don't mind a claw grip. Its symmetrical shape means that palming is out pretty much regardless of your hand size. The side buttons are well positioned, but only on the left, meaning that it's a symmetrical but not ambidextrous design. A bit of a strange choice, but overall, while the Surge is a tad expensive for its feature set, hey, good RGB is good RGB. Now Razer's back with the Death Adder Elite. For $33, you get a no-nonsense, high-performance mouse with Razer Omron switches, the 5G PMW3390 optical sensor, and Chroma RGB. It is one of the bigger mice in the roundup, but it only weighs 102 grams still and feels balanced in the hand. The 7 buttons available are all reprogrammable in Synapse, and it's got the same nicely braided cord as its Razer brethren, and a scroll wheel with a satisfying click. Under a large or a small hand, the mouse is most comfortable while palming, because with a claw-style grip, it's a little harder to grasp due to the comfortable but slightly slippery rubber side grips. The thumb buttons are nearly as satisfying and quick to actuate as the G305's buttons, and overall it delivers fantastic performance while being one of the less expensive options in our lineup here. The G403 is priced at just $43 and finds itself in the featherweight class at 89 grams. It is similar in size to the Basilisk and the Lancehead, but with a slightly narrower rear end and both palm and claw grips, allowing for what feels like a very secure grip with little required force. Now, where the 305 wireless used up its budget on being, well, wireless, the 403 clearly spent it on build quality. The sides have smooth, but still surprisingly grippy feeling rubber. The thumb buttons are fast and clicky because Logitech put Omron switches in all 6 of the programmable keys. It's got a flexible braided cable attached to the body, and there are 2 RGB zones for you to customize in G-Hub. For dessert, Logitech included a 10-gram disc to help bump the G403's overall weight to 99 grams if you're into that, making the G403 a killer value. So if RGB is your thing, I guess the Pulsefire Surge is the way to go. You just can't beat 32 addressable LEDs. If you're a lefty, you can enjoy your smorgasbord of choice. You can have a Razer Lancehead or a Razer Lancehead. See that right there? If you like a lot of buttons, you can get the Red Dragon. No, I'm just kidding. You should get the G600. That's definitely the way to go. If you like to palm grip, and especially if you have larger hands, the Death Adder Elite stands out. And if you're a pure FPS gamer, well, I like the Basilisk or the G403 best, if you can deal with the cord drag, or the 305 wireless, if you don't mind cheaping out on some of the creature comforts for zero compromises wireless performance. As for the answer to our original question, who is the king? Drumroll, come on. It's you. Everything I just listed is a pretty darn good value, and choosing just one is impossible. There's no such thing as a perfect mouse, only the perfect mouse for you.
You can't do that. You have to pick one.
I pick our sponsor. FreshBooks is the all-in-one business invoicing and accounting solution that's designed to be simple and intuitive, because the cold hard truth is you don't have to be an accounting wizard to be great at doing whatever it is you love to do, whether you're a small business owner or a freelancer. With FreshBooks, you can automate boring tasks like invoicing and organizing expenses and tracking time and following up with people. And the best part is that everything's stored in the cloud, so you can switch from your PC to your mobile device with ease. Start your 30-day free trial right now at freshbooks.com/tech tips. Pricing starts at just $15 a month with their $25 a month package handling up to 50 billable clients. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out our recent budget keyboard roundup. Ooh, you could pair your budget mouse with a budget keyboard. And then you could have budget gaming all up in the place. On the surface, the challenge for our contestants today is very simple. All they have to do is take all the parts, which are going to be laid out ever so nicely for them on this table, and assemble them onto this test bench. Except, we're going to be throwing a bit of a monkey wrench into things. This is a blindfold. Yes, my friends, they're going to have to do it blind, but not without assistance altogether. In my left and right hands are DJI's OcuSync first-person view goggles and camera setup. That's right, our two builders are going to be Yvonne and Dennis, both fairly inexperienced PC mechanics. And on the other side of a two-way communication device, also known as a walkie-talkie, and peering into the goggles, seeing through their eyes, will be none other than me and Anthony. So who will complete the challenge first? Linus and Yvonne, the married couple, which could go either of two ways, or Anthony and Dennis, with Anthony calling the shots, of course. Man, I'm pretty stoked for this. And it's brought to you by Open Bench Table. Open Bench Tables are made for enthusiasts who are looking for an easy solution to quickly test and overclock PC components like us. It comes in different colors and sizes and fits most motherboards, and you can check it out at the link below. Here's one. We love these things, they're great. Okay, the first thing you're gonna do is look a little bit to your right.
Look to my right. You mean feel to my right?
No, I mean look to your right, because I can see your eyes.
Okay.
No, stop.
Okay.
Your hands are just out in front of you. Just out in front of you. Okay, look to your right.
Okay.
Okay, now reach your right arm.
Yep.
Forward, down to the right a little bit. Okay, forward a little bit. There's a little lever by your index finger. Push it down and then pull it towards you.
Is this the little lever I'm pushing on?
No, it's a little bit to the right.
To the right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So you can't be groping around for this part because we could bend the CPU pins.
Okay.
Okay, left hand forward.
Okay.
Okay, forward. Okay, that's the CPU.
Okay.
Pick it up. Okay, hold it up to the camera. Other side to the camera. I need to see where the little golden triangle is. Closer to the motherboard socket. Do you remember where that was? Do not grope for it. More to the right.
Okay.
More forward, more down.
Down.
Towards the table.
What do you mean towards the table?
Forward. Yeah, okay, good. Down. Ooh, not so fast. That's the other one. No, just one hand.
Okay.
No, two counterclockwise. Clockwise. Okay, yeah. Okay, good-ish. Right. Okay, and just let it go.
Should I wiggle it?
No, don't wiggle yet. Now lift it up ever so slightly and shove the CPU a little bit to the left. Don't bend those pins, though.
God. Oh no, is she mashing it? Is that not in place?
Oh jeez. Okay. It's got to go a little bit counterclockwise.
Can I use my left hand to help?
Yes. Fine.
Okay. So it needs to go a little counterclockwise.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Does it feel like it's in?
Now it does.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice. Yes, good. Lower that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, lower that. Hey, not bad.
And then this thing.
Whew. Just chuck it. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, we have to mount the CPU cooler? Wow, yeah, don't celebrate yet. The thing under your left hand, pick it up.
Okay.
Good, okay. Wow, you gotta flip the motherboard over. That'll be interesting.
No, it's stuck. Okay.
Okay, you're good. All right, so that post.
I gotta find that hole again.
Yeah, you gotta find, perfect. Just a little up and to the right. There it is. Okay, so that post that you were holding goes through that hole. You got this, hun. I believe in you. You can put it in the hole.
Wow. I can't feel the hole.
She can't feel the hole.
Well, you gotta, you know, find it. It's tight, you know?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Okay,
Okay,
I got
good.
one.
Now you just rotate it a little bit until they all go through. Good, 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 good. Push it through.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so you're gonna put those over the posts, all 4 posts. You can find them. I believe in you. Okay, hold on, hold on. You can't find them. I don't believe in you. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Right there. Yes.
that's
Good.
it.
Good. Good. Good.
And does it go on a specific way?
Doesn't matter for the purposes of what we're doing.
Oh shoot. I dropped one.
Did you find it yet?
No. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Good. Okay. Don't drop anymore.
Oh, okay. There.
We're good. We're good. Okay.
Now it's on properly.
There. That's your bracket. You need that.
Did I get it?
If they're both on, then you got it. Yes.
Yep, okay.
Good. Okay. Yeah, that's correct.
Can I do the same thing?
Yes. Oh, nice. Nailed it. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Go back and get those thumb screws. Good. Yep. Right there. One at a time. You are such a champ.
I was not expecting to go from building my first computer to building one blindfolded now.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, there's your post.
So much for not touching the motherboard. My palm's like all over it.
Yeah.
It's fine. There are multiple layers to that PCB.
I think that's on. I
That
heard
seems
something.
to be on. Yep. Yep.
'Kay.
That seems to be on. Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Next, we're going to do the. Let's do the M.2. Get close.
Okay.
Get closelier. No. That's a PCI Express slot. It's right there, right under your middle finger. Yep, right there, right there.
Okay.
Undo that screw. Do not drop it. Yep. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Back to the motherboard. Okay. Turn it counterclockwise. Oh, we got this. We got this. Okay. No. Two counterclockwise. That's perfect. Okay. Down. Oh boy. Okay. So it needs to sit flat, like parallel to the
Like
motherboard.
this?
Yes. Perfect.
Did I get it?
You're in.
Okay.
Okay. Can you put the screw on the screwdriver? Show me those sewing hands.
Can you line it up and then I'll screw it in?
I can try. Yeah, that's lined up. So it's just got to go into that hole.
Did I get it?
No, you're to the left of it.
Did I get it now?
That might be it. It's hard for me to tell. You got a lot of hands in the way.
Well, I hope I'm not screwing into the motherboard.
Me too. I can't see
Oh,
though.
it worked. No, it's
Oh,
good.
nice.
It's good. Okay.
Woo!
Let's do the RAM first because the CPU is tall and it'll be in the way.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So away with your left hand.
Away.
Left.
Left.
Pick up a RAM stick. Okay.
Okay.
So start with. It's going to be easiest if you start with the slot that's farthest from you. Yep. That was where you're. No. Farthest from you. Yep.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. That one.
I don't want to push down if it's wrong.
No, it doesn't look quite right to me.
No, it doesn't feel right.
Okay, I think it's not in on the right side. I think you gotta lift it up and move it a little closer to you. Yep, right there.
Go.
There it is.
Okay, and then I'm doing the second slot?
Yep, perfect. I think you got it. That sounded good. Yep, you're good. It's in. So you really can't see anything?
No.
Oh, you're doing well. There it is. Yep, good. Seems like you might be a little too close to yourself.
Only the right side went in, so I'm trying to fix it. There
There
we
it
go.
is.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
If there was only 2 sticks of RAM, this would actually be more difficult. But since it's 4, we're populating all the slots, so we can just butt them all up against each other.
Thermal compound. Left, forward, down. Yep, good.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. First
Take
try.
the cap off. Use your
No.
teeth.
Oh. Okay.
The very tip of your index finger. That is where you will apply the thermal compound.
Okay, I'm not going to push it yet, but you mean here?
Yes. Hold it like you hold a spoon. It drives me crazy.
Oh, come on.
Okay, good. No, you have not gotten any out yet.
What? I'm squeezing. How about now?
As long as she's using that as a guide, I'm pretty sure she's going to get some on her finger. Yeah, there we go.
That looks pretty good to me. Okay, heatsink. Yeah, that one. Yep, pick that up. Stop! There's thermal compound
Oh,
there.
right.
Okay, so feel the bottom of the heatsink. No, that's not the bottom. The shiny part. Feel the shiny. Yeah, there you go.
I thought you're not supposed to touch that.
Just chill. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, there. Stop. Don't
Yeah,
move. Yep,
okay.
right there.
Yeah.
So that is going to go on one
The
of those
pokey
posts.
things?
Yes. Stop feeling around the CPU socket. You're going to get thermal grease all over yourself.
Okay, but how am I going to find the post without...
Don't worry about it. A little more to the right. Down. Towards yourself. Towards yourself. Little to the left. Oh, too far. Away from yourself. Down. I think that might be it.
Like, it feels good.
Doesn't look that good. Actually, can you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Can you rotate the entire test bench 90 degrees clockwise?
90 clockwise. Oh, jeez. Okay. This way?
No.
What do you mean? That is clockwise.
No,
What are you
it's
talking
not.
about? Yes, it is.
It definitely is not.
Clockwise is this way.
Right.
Oh.
Ah, okay, so no, we're crooked, we're crooked.
Okay.
So pick up the heats, just don't pick it up, don't pick it, just put your hands on it
Okay.
and rotate it clockwise a little bit and move it a little bit to the right. Okay, up.
Okay.
Oh, no, too far up, okay. Oh, wow, that looks good, down. I think that's it. There you go, I think I see it tightening. Okay, stop what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay, other side then. Oh shoot, you gotta loosen the one that you just put in a little bit. It looks like it's on straight, yeah, so go ahead and you're gonna have to apply some pressure. You gotta straighten out that heat sink. Is it catching?
No.
Then you need more pressure.
Oh wait, no, it is catching. Oh, it is. It
Okay,
is.
good. Okay, get the fans. Left, up, away from you. There, good, yeah. But there's little like wire clips that feel like paper clips.
On the fan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there's
yeah.
one there and one on the other
Okay,
side.
yeah.
You need to stretch those over the fins. Good. Is that on?
Yeah.
Okay, now you need to do the same thing with the other fan. Is that on?
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
Now what?
Where are the, okay, now we gotta find those cables that are coming out of the bottom of the fans.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. This doesn't reach.
Get the other one then.
No, it's okay, Yvonne.
Oh, are we calling that a good?
We're gonna call that time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good job.
I'm glad I don't have to do the fan header thing. I was actually bracing for the fan header and for the power supply connectors too. Okay, to your right is the test bench. Can you turn that 90 degrees counterclockwise, please? Yep, that's good. Oh, you knocked some stuff, but okay. Now with your right hand, reach forward. Yep, there should be a lever on the CPU, so just down a little bit. Right there. That, up. There you go.
Thing.
That thing. Okay, so open that up. Oh.
See, I'm really good.
Oh, geez. Oh, you're going right for it. Okay. Yeah, no, down.
Yeah? Yes or no?
Down. Okay, up. To the right. Right. Don't scrape it across the. Oh, is that down? Are you still holding it or no?
I am not. And okay, I got it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
Oh, what? Oh, what? Tell me what?
Is he like two-handing it in there?
It does appear to be that.
To the left. Oh, is that? Are you dragging that across the socket?
Trying to.
Don't.
Oh,
Don't do that. Oh boy.
Okay. Let me feel it.
Don't. Oh, geez. Don't feel the socket.
He is shredding that socket.
Oh boy. This is going great so far.
Okay, wait. One more time. Where do I go?
You're basically right over it. So lower it down a little bit to the left, forward. Yeah, I think you're good. I think the CPU is crooked. So just pull it back.
Why don't you pull out and pull back in?
There you go. Hold it down like that. Now push it down and lock it into place.
Yes.
Okay. That is done.
This is M.2.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's not a screwdriver.
What's this?
We'll get to that. In that area, and I don't want you to stab the motherboard, okay?
Don't stab it.
Don't stab the motherboard.
No, that's not. Wait. Let me feel it. I can feel it.
Oh,
Here,
there,
this
right
one.
there, yeah.
Yes. Ah, you're dead. Anthony.
I'm dead? What?
Okay, you're back.
Move the screwdriver out of the way.
Oh, I lost
okay.
it.
Okay, so it's the next one up. So further out from you. That one there next to your index finger. Yeah, that's the one.
Wait, let me. I can't put it in. Oh yes, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. His computer is broken. Everything he does now is hooking things up to a broken motherboard.
Remember where you put that screw.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Don't do that. That sounds like a safety problem.
Okay, I don't know where to put it. I can't find it later.
Okay. Just keep. Don't put it in your. Don't. And you're nowhere in the area you need to go. Just right there. Back. There we go.
Here.
Roughly. And are you pushing that like directly down into the?
Direct it down. Yes.
It's directly down. Okay.
Where's
so
the hole? I can't feel it.
It doesn't take any force to. Did you just eat that screw? Mm-hmm. To the right. No, that's. Oh my
To the
God.
right. Here.
There you go. Grab the screwdriver.
Yeah.
Presumably also the screw that you.
Yeah. It's back from my mouth.
Oh no.
Damn it! The hole. Where's the hole?
No, it's not in the slot anymore. You need to reinstall it.
Oh my God!
Like he's trying to jam it into where the PCB meets the the mount
The
for
slot.
it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not able to
And
get
instead
it
of
in.
actually up in the where the pins are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're there. You're there. You're in.
Oh. Oh. Okay, this is a real in, I guess. Oh my god, I don't want to lose the screw.
That would be disastrous. But I'm
Oh my
sure we
God.
have
Oh
magnets.
my god, I can. I don't know where it is. Oh my god. Where it is?
Okay,
Where's the screw?
this is
Wait, where's the screw?
This is clearly going nowhere fast. In the interest of a fair fight, Dennis,
Oh my god, I just lost my screwdriver.
you're the remote control human, but we're gonna let you see, okay?
Where's my screw? I don't have my glasses, I can't see. Ow! This is hot.
Do you? Okay. Here, how about he wears this as a bandana, just to help with the.
Ow! Hot! This is so hot! It's burning my forehead.
Okay, all right. Ninja Warrior Dennis here with the. Okay, all right. So there you go.
Okay, well.
Okay, so you can see,
Oh.
hopefully.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Good luck.
What screw do you have? What is that?
Oh, I don't know. It might work.
What do you? No, that's not the screw.
This is not?
No.
Where's my screw? See, that's why I say I have to put this in my mouth.
Yeah, let's pretend that we didn't lose that screw.
Okay, let's do RAM.
No, not RAM yet.
Oh.
We want to do the cooler first.
Okay.
So,
This.
that's not quite what I'm talking about, but yes. Pick that up. Uh-huh. Now, it needs to line up with the 4 holes around the CPU socket there. It'll just pull right off of that. No, you can just pull on the motherboard. It's not really even...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just on there.
Alright.
Yeah, so we need to line up that bracket.
The hole.
Yeah, with the holes.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Flip it around. Yeah, and they need to go through the holes.
Oh my god, there's no way I can do this with blindfold.
Well, Yvonne did it.
No way!
There's video evidence. Okay, so you need to hold that in place.
Yeah.
And the black spacers.
Yeah, got it. Put it on top.
Yeah. Those straddle the other way. We could do it that way, but no.
This.
Yes, like that. Like that.
Yeah. To here.
And those screws should poke through.
Yep. Same as the other side.
Same on the other side. Yeah.
Like this.
So grab the thumb screws.
Yeah, okay.
Screw those on.
Oh, there's no way you can do it blindfold. There's no way.
Next, we are going to use thermal compound on our CPU. That is that syringe that you thought was a screwdriver a couple times.
So what do I do?
Rotate the cap off counterclockwise.
It's so... Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and you know what? Just don't worry about it. Just push down on it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
There's nothing happy about this, Dennis, and that is a ton of thermal compound. You know who's gonna have to clean that?
Me.
Colin.
Okay. Now we put the CPU tower cooler on. And that, yeah, you line up the screws with the screw posts.
Yeah.
You know what? This is now like remote controlled AI human.
What the? Why is this not clicking? Click. Okay, there. Come on.
I guess I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I can do this.
You can't or can do it?
I think it's this way. No, it's this way.
Yeah, that's correct. That looks correct. Wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's this way.
This cooler has pigtails.
And like that. Here.
Give them a tug. Just make sure they don't come off.
There you go.
Your SSD isn't mounted!
Oh, my SSD. Oh, I found my screw. Here.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, use the small screwdriver.
There you go. Done.
Done. It only took cheating.
No. This is not cheating. You guys gave up on me, okay?
Yeah, completely.
But see, I made it.
You made it with your eyes. yeah. With eyesight. I need to see how badly you mangled these pins.
I want a 10-minute penalty.
Yeah, that's good.
It's covered in fingerprints everywhere.
What fingerprint?
Your fingerprints!
Why can't I have my fingerprint on that thing?
because it means you were touching it. It's bent.
Oh no, no, did
What
I?
do you mean no? Yes, of course it is. Did you see what
Oh
you
wow,
were doing to it?
it's so bent.
1, 2, 3, 4 bent pins down here. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not worse.
I think Yvonne did that.
Colin checked.
I checked. It was mint.
There's fingerprints in the socket. Look, there's one here. It's like discolored.
You should go get it tested. It might be Yvonne's fingerprint.
I feel like I didn't have a whole lot of control here.
I want a 10-minute penalty.
4 pins, 4 minutes.
4 pins, fine. Accepted. Yvonne assembled a computer. You assembled nothing, because it's only a computer if it can compute. Their team was so pathetic that I decided to allow Dennis to remove the blindfold. They were about 15 minutes in and hadn't even managed to successfully install the M.2 yet.
I heard that you bent the CPU pins.
I think you bent.
What do you mean you think? Think nothing. Colin told you, Yvonne didn't bend the pins, you bent the pins, they're clearly bent now.
I think the viewers would know.
Yeah, I think they will.
Probably will.
Okay, so are you ready?
Okay. Do I go first or do we go together?
I think go together. Okay, counts down.
Count.
Okay, 3,
Oh, 1,
2,
2,
1,
1.
go. We lost?
What? What? We finished.
Okay,
Not
whoa,
surprised.
This always happens. Every time.
What? What penalty?
For bending the pins! Also, I was blindfolded. That was the whole point of this challenge.
Yeah, there would have been no like honor in that victory anyway. He was not blindfolded for half of it, and he starts like blowing through it. There's still stuff that I think you did faster than him, even though he was not blindfolded.
Really? No, there's no way.
You said there was no way that she did it blindfolded at all.
Okay, so we have 34-19.
Ow!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Victory.
See, groping stuff was a good strategy.
Well, not really.
No, because it didn't work out for him.
Well, I don't know how he gropes things, but...
Apparently rougher. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and congratulations to our winner. Me, mostly me.
Hey!
I did most of the work. You were
Okay.
just hands. Okay, in your.
If you had directed Dennis, this would not have worked.
Oh, Yvonne, I was gonna
That's
say you
fair.
are really good. I'm not gonna say anymore.
I watched Yvonne's performance, and I think that she did pretty well.
Speaking of doing pretty well, I did pretty well transitioning to our sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped created the world's first all-in-one manscaping kit that makes manscaping both safe and easy. Introducing the Perfect Package 3.0, which includes everything you need to take your man grooming to the next man level. It features their Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof body trimmer. It's got an ergonomic design with quality ceramic blades with their advanced skin-safe technology. It's got a powerful 7,000 RPM motor and 600 milliamp hour lithium-ion battery. It features rapid recharging and a new compact anti-tug adjustable trimmer guard with a built-in LED light. Get 20% off and free shipping with offer code TECH at manscaped.com. We're going to have that link below. You know what's great? We've actually got an upcoming video. Make sure you're subscribed where the editors are going to be building their own new workstations. So Dennis will build a computer again.
So the two most important parts in a gaming PC are your CPU and your graphics card. By and large, they're going to be the biggest determining factors in your in-game performance, and it's also going to set the stage for what the rest of your system might look like. For example, if you're starting out a build with a high-end Ryzen 9 3950X and an RTX 2080 Ti, it's likely that you're probably going to be using a hefty power supply, a case with good thermals, and a high-end CPU cooler as well. So today, instead of rattling off entire parts lists like I often do, we're just going to focus on the CPU and GPU. What CPU and GPU make sense together given a wide variety of budgets. That includes $600, $800, $1,000, $1,500, and $2,000 limits. We're going to be covering all of those price points today and what the best CPU and GPU pairings are for each of those. Once you know which CPU and GPU combo is right for you, it makes budgeting and choosing parts for the rest of your system a bit easier. Before we get into that though, there's a couple things that I should note. For starters, all of these pairings that we're talking about today are optimized for gaming workloads specifically. So if we have to sway one way or another with our budget, more of the money is going to go towards the GPU as opposed to the CPU, because again, we're targeting maximum gaming performance, which is generally more GPU dependent. Similarly, just like we're targeting frame rates, we're also prioritizing performance as opposed to aesthetics. We don't really care what any of this looks like, what the parts will look like if it has RGB. We're not concerned with that, so we're not going to be spending extra money on those nicer looking parts. We just care about the raw performance here. On top of that, and this is a big one, all of the pairings in this video are going to feature AMD Ryzen processors and NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards, and there's very good reasons for that.
Hold on, let me just stop it right here. Hey guys, I wanted to quickly point out that the reason I don't feature any AMD GPUs in this video,
It's because you're an NVIDIA shell!
What? No, it's because of the widespread driver issues they've been having, which has made them really hard to recommend when NVIDIA offerings have been pretty stable. Having said that, I shot this whole video a day before learning that AMD had just released a driver update that had apparently fixed a lot of the black screen and crashing issues that were affecting Radeon users. Lucky me. While that's great news, at the time I'm recording this, I still think it's a bit too early to tell if all the driver bugs have been ironed out for good. But I don't want to cheat AMD out of any acknowledgement in the event their cards are now in good working order either. So, rather than spend countless hours reshooting, I've added text annotations throughout the video that provide AMD GPU alternatives where I see appropriate. It's a less than graceful solution, but hopefully you'll forgive me out of the kindness of your hearts. With that, I'll kick it back to host Kyle to tell you why I didn't feature any Intel processors in this video. A decision I still stand by.
For starters, there are just stronger CPU offerings from AMD right now than Intel, and this includes things like performance per dollar, having a cheaper and more scalable platform, features like PCIe Gen 4, more overclocking freedom, and a lot of these CPUs in the Ryzen line include a Wraith cooler that's actually pretty decent for a stock cooler. Plus, it saves us quite a bit of money that we're able to allocate elsewhere in the build. On a final note, even though I'm only listing specific model names for our CPUs and GPUs, I am going to be listing suggested prices for every other component that would be required to assemble a full system. So these are just estimates. The pricing that you see is just one man's opinion. These are just sort of rough guidelines. I would say within a $5 or $10 difference. It's just a way to give you a starting off point if you have no idea what you should be spending on any particular part. So with that said, let's go on to our first build, which is a $600 system, and I have paired for that, for a $600 build, an AMD Ryzen 5 1600AF and an NVIDIA GTX 1660 Super. So right off the bat, the AMD Ryzen 5 1600AF is probably one that you've heard about. I've talked about it to some degree on the channel, but it is an $85 6-core 12-thread Ryzen processor that's actually built on the 12-nanometer process as opposed to the 14-nanometer process that the original Ryzen 5 1600 was manufactured on. So this is basically a refresh, and it actually is essentially a Ryzen 5 2600 in disguise. I mean, the performance is pretty much on par with the Ryzen 5 2600, which is fantastic when you consider that you're getting that for $85. It's unbeatable, which is why I'm just going to tell you guys right out of the gate, this processor is on 3 of the 5 lists that we're covering today. And this is the AF model. This is the refresh. I've confirmed it. Down below, people have posted their CPU images saying, oh, yep, it's 12 nanometer right there. This is the refresh. I mean, hundreds of people have already confirmed this. So I've actually purchased 2 of these already. I'll put links in the description in case you're interested. Feel free to use my Amazon affiliate link, but it really doesn't get much better than this, guys. It includes a Wraith Spire cooler. It's 6 cores, 12 threads. You can overclock it. It's $85. It's $85 freaking dollars. I don't know what else to say about that. It's just a crazy deal. It's almost too good to be true. Over here for our graphics card, we have, again, the GTX 1660 Super, which is a great value in its own right. At $230, and I'm not saying that you should get this Asus one particularly. I've kind of just chosen these cards based on what the lowest price is without being like a blower style card, because those are kind of garbage. But $230 is about as cheap as you can find one of these 1660 Supers. And the 1660 Super is arm's length away, gaming performance-wise, to a 1660 Ti, but it can be had for quite a bit cheaper. So I think it's definitely the better value. That's what I concluded in my review of it, and I think it's a fantastic GPU for 1080p gaming. If you're targeting 1080p, you're going to be able to run pretty much any game on high to ultra settings. Together, I think this processor and graphics card make a fantastic combo, but if you're trying to target a $600 build with both of these components, you are going to have to cut some corners. So let's talk about the pricing that I've outlined for the other components in the system. So for our $600 build targeting 1080p gaming, we've got the Ryzen 5 1600AF and 1660 Super, which leaves us less than $300 for the rest of these components. That's not a whole lot, so we really have to be frugal here. And this is not a dream build. We have to temper expectations. We have to be realistic here. But by cutting the right corners in these areas, it allows us to get this great CPU and GPU pairing into this really low budget system. So starting with the motherboard, I'm putting $70 here. That's pretty much the bare basic B450 motherboard that money can buy. It doesn't get much more low end than that. It's not gonna be a fantastic board, it's not gonna look nice, again, we don't care about aesthetics here, and it's gonna have pretty much zero bells and whistles. Only the basics, only what you need to get up and running, but if you're trying to target the absolute most frame rates possible for $600 and not $1 over, this is what you gotta do. It goes without saying you're not gonna be able to afford the most blazing fast memory kit with this type of a budget, but for roughly 65 bucks, you can probably get a decent dual channel 16 gigabyte kit of DDR4 memory at 3,000, maybe even 32,000 or 3,200 speed memory. For storage, I really wanted to include an SSD, even at this lower price point. So we do have a $20 SSD. This is probably gonna be some obscure Chinese brand SSD, or if you can find a really good deal on a name brand drive, this is gonna be 2.5 inch SATA Rev 3, 6 gigabit per second, no fancy M.2 or NVMe stuff here, but it's going to allow for much faster boot times, much faster load times than having a single mechanical drive, which is just, I don't know how anyone can live with just mechanical storage nowadays. SSDs are cheap enough to the point where there's almost zero excuse to not have one in your system, even if it's only 120 gigs. It's enough to hold your operating system and some frequently used applications like your web browser, so you're not waiting 5 or 10 seconds for Firefox to launch. The $50 is your mechanical storage. You can easily find a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, for example, for that price, and it's kind of an unbeatable value in my opinion. Our power supply is $45. This is enough to get you a decent 500 watt, 80 plus certified unit. It's not gonna be modular, it's not gonna look pretty, the cables are gonna be ketchup and mustard more than likely, but it's gonna be more than enough to drive this system, and if you get one that's been properly tested and has good reviews, it's not going to explode. Which is important. The case, $35 for the case. This is, again, sort of like the motherboard, bottom of the barrel. The most basic case imaginable. And you know, our CPU and GPU combo here, while they don't run super hot, like the 1600AF is a 65 watt TDP chip, doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to look for a case that has decent thermals. You know, maybe one with a full mesh front panel, maybe it includes 1 or 2 120 millimeter fans, things like that are good to look out for. But that's our system. That's our $600 on the dime system. Let's move on to our $800 system. For our CPU, we're keeping the Ryzen 5 1600AF, but we're upgrading our GPU to an RTX 2060 KO. This is from EVGA specifically. EVGA's essentially cut some corners in the manufacturing process to bring the overall cost of the card down, but this still performs pretty on par with an RTX, a standard RTX 2060, and is a really great value. For $310, this is just the regular KO gaming card. They also have the KO Ultra for 10 bucks more, which is not too bad either, but if you were trying to save the most coin, the best value I think is going for the 310, just regular KO version. This card's capable of not only 1080p gaming, but also gets your foot in the door to 1440p, which I think is kind of the sweet spot for gamers right now and here in 2020. If you can go 1440p, that's kind of where you want to be. It just adds that extra level of crispiness and detail to your games, but it doesn't have the crazy demands that 4K does, so it's a lot easier to drive for cards like this. So $310 here, $85 there, we're at roughly $400, and we have roughly $400 left to spend for our other parts. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. You can see the first part I'm dumping more money into is our motherboard. I really want to get out of that basic entry-level tier to get something a bit more robust that has more longevity. And for 110 bucks, you can get the B450 Tomahawk from MSI, which is time and time again has just been hailed as like one of the best budget B450 boards out there. It just has phenomenal power delivery for the price, and several reviewers have had no issue even testing it with a Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core 16-thread processor. So it's a fantastic value, and for this price point, $800, I don't really see a need to spend a whole lot more on a motherboard for a Ryzen 5 1600AF. Our RAM has been increased slightly from $65 to $75 here. That way we can actually get some 3600 speed memory, or at least some memory with much better cache latency or better timings than we otherwise could at 65 bucks. That'll increase our frame rate further, and this is still, of course, a 16 gigabyte dual channel kit. Still don't need a cooler here. I don't really see a point in spending money on that right now. For storage, you can see we've upgraded our SSD budget to $40. That'll give us roughly a 250 gig capacity, nearly doubling what it was in the $600 build, which just gives us a lot more freedom and a lot more ceiling room, so we don't get that storage anxiety that we otherwise would. $50 still for the mechanical storage, and power supply and case have both been bumped up to $60 each. We're going to be drawing a little bit more power with the RTX 2060 KO than we were with the 1660 Super. We want to be able to account for that. Maybe this $60 price point, if you're lucky, if you find a good deal, could get you a semi-modular unit or a higher efficiency efficiency rating, things like that. And you also have a lot more options with a $60 case in terms of better airflow. Maybe it includes more fans, has a higher quality interior, and things like that. $1,000 PC, $1,000 price point. This is where everyone's gonna get mad at me and dislike the video because we're still using a Ryzen 5 1600AF, an $85 CPU that we're pairing with an RTX 2070 Super, a $500 GPU. This sounds ludicrous. Hear me out here, guys. The goal of these pairings is to optimize them for gaming performance given the budget at hand. So for $1,000, I've already cut as many corners as I feel comfortable with our other components like the motherboard, RAM, power supply, case, and all that. If you guys are saying you need to pair a faster CPU with that GPU, well, we could do that. We could get a Ryzen 3600, which would definitely give us faster gaming performance, but it also costs $175, which means we would have to sacrifice our RTX 2070 Super for a cheaper graphics card, which would end up meaning less frame rate overall than if you were to pair a slightly slower CPU with a faster GPU. And personally, this is the better matchup. The 3600 and the 2070 Super, I would take that any day, hands down, over the 1600AF paired with this GPU. But with a $1,000 budget and not going $1 over and still accounting for the price we have to pay for all the other components, the 1600AF, it's the only way we can squeeze an RTX 2070 Super into this build. But let's take a look at the pricing for everything else. Maybe it'll make more sense when you see it all together. So this is our $1,000 PC that can target pretty much any resolution. 1080p, it's a little overkill for that, but if you're doing high refresh rate, you're trying to get 144 hertz, 240 hertz, then it could make sense. But really, I think the sweet spot for this kind of system is 1440p. And I think this further validates us using the Ryzen 5 1600AF over something like the 3600, because as you scale up in resolution, you become more GPU bound. It takes less pressure and stress off of the CPU, and you really start to see the performance gap between various CPUs start to close up as you become more reliant on the graphics card. So with the processor and GPU taking up nearly $600, we have roughly $400 left to spend on everything else. I'm keeping the motherboard the same, still perfectly good for the 1600AF. Our RAM is the same, cooler, don't need it. Storage, exactly the same. The only thing we've really scaled up here is our power supply and case. The RTX 2070 Super suggests a 600 to 650 watt unit, and because we're not doing crazy overclocking, I mean, we've got a stock Wraith cooler, and we don't have a super high hot running chip, I think a 600 watt unit would be perfectly fine. I mean, you could definitely find like an 80 plus gold certified, maybe even semi-modular unit for this price. And then our case at 70 bucks, there's a lot of really competitive cases at this price point actually. I feel like the budget case market has really come a long way in the last few years. For 70 bucks, you can get something that has really good airflow, potentially a full mesh front panel, several fans included, and good cable management, maybe a power supply basement, things like that as well. Stepping up to a $1,500 build. We're in a completely different ball game now, and we're finally upgrading our CPU. No longer are we using the Ryzen 5 1600AF, we're now bumping up to a Ryzen 7 3700X. This has 2 more cores and 4 more threads at its disposal, and it's on 7 nanometer, baby. The gaming performance of these chips is significantly better than their 12 nanometer predecessors, and with a $1,500 budget, we can actually afford to throw one of these in the system without compromising in other areas of the build. We're also stepping up our GPU to an RTX 2080 Super. Ridiculously fast, $700 graphics card. We're already taking up roughly two-thirds of our budget with these 2 parts alone. This pairing gives you an extremely solid position at 1440p and 4K. Let's see what I've priced out everything else to be. So for 1,500 bucks, I'm still going with the $110 motherboard. Motherboards like the B450 Tomahawk can handle a Ryzen 7 3700X no problem, without struggle. So if you're really trying to make the most of gaming performance here, which is what we're doing, then I see no point in spending more than necessary when you can allocate that saved money towards parts that'll give you higher frame rates. So $110 for the motherboard, still $75 for the RAM, still no cooler. Yes, the 3700X does have more cores and more threads. Yes, it does run hotter than the 1600AF, but it includes a much better stock cooler. The Wraith Prism RGB, again, I just don't see, unless you're trying to just overclock balls to the wall, which is almost less of an argument now with Ryzen 3000 series chips because the PBO algorithm is so aggressive already, you don't get there's not a whole lot of performance left on the table with manual overclocking on these chips. So I think you can still save money here by skipping the cooler altogether. Storage is the same, $40 SSD with a $50 hard drive. Power supply and case have been upgraded once again to the roughly $90 price point. So power supply you're gonna need a big boy unit. I would say 650, maybe 700 watt here. You're drawing a lot more power from both your CPU and your graphics card. You wanna make sure that you're getting 80 plus gold efficiency if possible. You're probably gonna want semi-modular or even fully modular cables, and that's gonna cost you extra. And similarly, you're gonna wanna make way for this new hardware with a nicer case. Maybe one that has a slightly larger interior so you're not super cramped, especially because, I mean, the RTX 2080 Super, you start getting some pretty big coolers on these cards just to account for the extra heat, so you don't want to feel too cramped inside of your case. That can also throw off your thermals and stuff. So get a decent case for, you know, just under $100. I think you should be good to go there. There's plenty of options at this price point as well. So that's our $1,500 build. Let's talk about our final pairing, which is the $2,000 system. $2,000 for $2,000. We're keeping the Ryzen 7 3700X, and we're upgrading our GPU once again, a final time, to the RTX 2080 Ti for $1,100. This is the cheapest RTX 2080 Ti I could find. It's the EVGA Black Edition. $1,100 plus $300, so we've got $1,400 on the table. We've got $600 left to spare for our other parts. Let's see how I kitted it out. We're keeping the same budget for the motherboard and RAM. We haven't changed our CPU since the last build, so there's no reason that I can find to change our motherboard. Well, our cooler, this is all, again, this is all just one man's opinion. This is subject to change, but for our cooler at this point, I would say